Hey, look at that. We don't even have to move the camera. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Wednesday's show. Brian Lloyd, William Dixon, Sue Major, Delta Alpha Lima. Welcome to the show, everybody. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody. I mean, I know I missed people, but I'm just going off what I'm reading at the moment. Hope everybody has had a fantastic week so far. My mic seems a little hot to me, but that's alright. So did I, Delta. I made it. I didn't think I was going to make it today. Parking garage was 100% full at about 2 o'clock, and I was really nervous. I don't have any ATC currently, unfortunately. I still need to buy another radio. Alright, do have a departure, but Air France is pushing back already, and early. Hey, Neela. Welcome to the show. Having issues with my software, as per normal. So tired of this. Can't put you guys up on the screen, unfortunately. Yep, we got the 787 Dreamliner right here pushing back, and we also have the American 777-200 due out in 30 minutes or so, along with the MD-11 departure at 9:15, UPS A300s. So we got a few big planes this evening planned. And they're inaugural. They're inaugural to where? I know Breeze has been here at the airport. Oh, there we go. There's the problem. My settings are a little off. They get bumped around. Oi, your horn works, dude. Calm down. Carolyn, good evening. Hope you are doing very well. I can't believe how soon the Dreamliner is pushing. Very early. I gotta make sure that tonight or tomorrow that I book Wednesday. Again, Wednesday's show, as far as I know, I haven't heard anything else from the airport. Next Wednesday's show is going to be fantastic. I am trying to leave work early for a little bit of a surprise. Alright, let's go for our first arrival. We'll go back to Air France in just a moment. And it is very smoky. I don't know what this is. We got this weird haze in and around the area today. I gotta stand back. There we go. Hey, Ramona. WY. Welcome in to the show. We are back at home, as you guys can see. We're back here at RDU. So hopefully everybody has had a good start to their week. Again, I was a little nervous about being able to be here this evening. I was looking at the parking situation here at RDU, and well, it wasn't looking good at 2 o'clock. Thank you, Aviation Geek. Glad you guys enjoyed our Charlotte show. I enjoyed Charlotte show. I had a blast. By far the best show we've ever had. We did make it to 520 something likes on that show. And we continued to gain new subscribers all week. So I think when I checked it this morning, we were up to 3,093 subscribers. Remember, we left Charlotte with 3,077. Gained 173 new friends in that one episode. So thank you guys. If you did subscribe during that show, thank you guys so much for that. By far our best show to date. Flight control testing being done. Alright, I'm going to be quiet. You guys enjoy. I think another fun fact for this evening, you guys, I think we're the only one on in the United States tonight. I think. LA flights ended early. If I'm not mistaken, they were the only ones. Late in the afternoon. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you guys for joining us. Getting ready to catch Air France's departure here in just a few moments. Give you guys one last close-up before its departure. It is not a medical helicopter. It is ABC 11 here in Raleigh. It flew out just before I started the show, about 5 minutes before I started, and it's already back. There you go, a little size comparison. CRJ 787 Dreamliner. Let's go to our second arrival of the night. As you guys can see, it is very blue and hazy. I don't know what's happening around the area, but looks smoky. I feel like I'm back home in the mountains. Oh, controlled burn at Jordan Lake. Alright. Well, that explains it. I could slightly smell it too, so I'm like, it smells like a forest fire, because a forest fire smells completely different. I have. Zachary, I see them here all the time. As a matter of fact, before the show started, there was one or two of them zipping around. And every so often, we catch them on the show. But they're in and out of here all the time over here. So stay tuned. You might see one or two. Again, there was one that came in while I was setting up, so I don't know if we'll see any depart tonight, but we'll see what happens. There's never a dull moment around here, usually. Jackie, what's up? Very many Apache helicopters around here, yes. All the time, in fact. As a matter of fact, in the wintertime, they were driving me nuts because I could hear them, but I couldn't see them. I'm like, come on, just, come this way, over here. And they were all flying off to the east every time they would fly out. I'm like, man. Yeah, hopefully. Brian Lloyd, how is your mom, by the way? Hopefully doing well. What's up, yes indeed? Oh, he's charged his little scissor lift. He's on the move again. They're up here installing cameras for the new parking system here at the airport. They've been working on that for a few months now, actually. We do get some military jets that come in here. I've had an F-15 come in and do an unrestricted climb out on the show one time before. Last Wednesday or the Wednesday before, we had a Hercules do, well, there were two of them, do 5 touch and goes here at the airport. It was a slow day, so they were showing off for us, I guess. I did forget about the FedEx 767s today as well. There should be 2 of them. Brian Lloyd gifting 1 Carolina Aviation membership. I don't know what's up with my software, but I can't put that up on the screen, sadly. Always something with that software. I think Neela was gifted that membership from Madeira. Not a problem, Daniel. It was an epic show. Hopefully you went back and watched the replay of the show. It was an absolute epic show, to say the least. Alright, enough of you, American. We got bigger birds moving. Air France. I'm going to mute so you guys can enjoy the Dreamliner. Well, darn. Leaving heavy tonight. Hiding behind the fire escape on us this evening. Very quiet departure, seemed like. Maybe the wind's just blowing in the right direction where it's not blowing the sound in my direction. Thank you, Tony. Got our FedEx 767 coming in. So 2 heavies right in a row. I'll take it. Do love some FedEx action. 70 likes already. Thank you for that update, William. And we're only 21 minutes into the show. We're only 5 likes away from my goal that I had set for today. So thank you guys. Tons and tons. You guys are awesome. Oh, gonna hover a little bit. Come on, set her down. There you go. Ooh, big wing flex. The wings weren't flexing, they were bouncing. And if you guys are new to the show this week, here we go. So we're at this end of the airport. You guys can hear the bells. One of our great moderators started this game. When you hear bells, you guys amongst yourselves in the chat either give the bells emoji or type the word bells. It's just a fun game everybody here in the chat plays. See, Young knows. William Dixon. Ramona's got it. Hey, Molly's here. ERB, what's up? A-List, what's up? So that's just one of the fun things we like to do. All right, FedEx, since you're hiding, we'll come back to you in just a minute. Got a A321 departure. Ooh, this one's gonna leave heavy too, isn't it? Clear the fire escape. Almost, yes. As far as it'll go. Alright, here we go. More heavy action. Love the summertime schedule. Hopefully, later in the year, we'll get these two leaving together. You can get 2 heavies in one shot. FedEx and the American 777-200. Found the bell emoji. Well, good, Ronald. You can play the bells game with everyone now. Everybody seems to enjoy it. You know what? I'm glad Molly started that game because everybody seems to really enjoy playing it. Some people play, some people don't. Of course. But it is a fun game. Oh. Sometimes I'll play, but it's not often. Smoke is messing with my eyes. You are not happy tonight. What is the matter with you? Must be the smoke. Again, just like with the 787 Dreamliner, as soon as this one starts its startup, I'll mute my mic so you guys can enjoy the Trent 800s. Oop. Sorry, American. Give me a minute. Southwest needs its moment in the spotlight, too. Turn and burn for Southwest. Come on, no, you're not even gonna simmer. What? This isn't normal. Oh, they're just gonna sit here and hang out for a minute. All right, I'm gonna mute because the Trents are starting. Triple seven picking up some good speed there. Getting out of the way of the 737. Thank you, William. We're just now 90 likes and we're 30 minutes into the show. And you guys are awesome. Well, he's speeding. Going faster than normal. Alright, we'll pick him back up in just a minute. But, who do we have here? Lucy, I'm home. We have seen this one here before. This beautiful JetBlue A220. Hey, Martha. Excessive taxi speed. Yeah, exactly. He's moving. He's not late. He's got about another 5 minutes. Pull him over for speeding. Alright, he's going to hide behind the tree, I think. Then again, once he departs, we will mute the microphone again so you can hear the Trent one more time as it departs, heading back to London. Again, if you're just joining us, as soon as this one takes off, make sure you rewind. Check out the 787 Air France Dreamliner. It left early in the show. You know what? It might be a turn and burn. It is rare for him to turn and burn, though. Gonna have some good whale sounds here in a minute with this A220 sitting right here. Nice and close to us. Can't wait for that either. Thank you, William Dixon, for that update. 32 minutes into the show and we're already at 100 likes. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. He's making his turn. There he goes. Thank you, Brian Lloyd. I'm glad to be back here at RDU, although Charlotte was an absolute blast. I had a really good time on Sunday in Charlotte. Amazing show. You guys are all fantastic. Did a great job. Record-breaking show. Was amazing. Thank you guys. All right, here we go. That one leaving heavy as well. Safe travels back to London, American. See you again on Sunday. What's up, Robbie? Rig, what's up? We should get some really good whale sounds out of the A220 here. Out of Bluesea. Actually, it wouldn't be Bluesea. I know you guys will know. I Love Lucy. What was his name? That is such an old show. That show is beyond my time. Ricardo. Ricky Ricardo. I knew I'd get to it in a minute. So this plane's name should technically be Ricky. I like that name. Lucy, I'm home. I guess the emergency vehicles are home. They had fire trucks over here when I got here. In front of the terminal. Why is United parked over there? Interesting. Honestly, WY, I didn't eat anything on the way home. I really wanted to stop at the barbecue place. And I didn't stop until I got to Mebane, and I just stopped for a small snack. I was like, I'm not even hungry, honestly. And then I don't even know if I ate dinner when I got home. I don't remember. I got home about 9 o'clock, 9:30, somewhere around in there. I was setting record pace though, boy. Traffic was nuts on the way back. Everybody was hauling tail on the way back, running 85, 90 mile an hour out of Charlotte. I was like, can we take a break and calm down a little bit? Like, why is everybody in a hurry on such a beautiful evening? Can we just tone this down a little bit? Well, I had a snack in the car, and as soon as I ended the show, I had a snack. So then I was like, all right, I'm good for a little while. And I was trying to, navigate to get back out, which is very easy. It's one exit between my house. We'll say it's two exits. The one at Charlotte and then the one at my house, honestly. If you follow the interstates all the way around, it's literally two exits off the interstate. Yeah. I saw that too, Eagle. I saw that too. There's a lot of general aviation stuff happening so far this evening. Southwest speed car. Just like tonight, I brought lunch to work with me, and then I brought leftovers from last night to work with me to have after I finished tonight's show. Some nights after the show, I'm like, it's not even worth eating now. I'm not even, I'll get home and I'm like, no, I'm too tired for this. So I brought food, so hopefully I can eat before I leave when I am still actually hungry. Do an 80, shoot, more like 85 and a 65, because I was like, dude, I'm doing 80 and you people are blowing past me. The speed limit's 65. Like, seriously, where you guys got to be on a Sunday that you got to do 90 mile an hour? It was crazy. So I got what we call chicken pot pie. So delicious. Some chicken, some sauce, corn peas, and then of course a pie crust. Delicious. And I had some grapes on my way over here. I was like, ooh, I forgot my grapes in the car. So I had those as soon as I got in the car the night. I was like, yes, I got grapes. This is perfect. It's all you. WY. Hey, you know what? Payback, you guys. Payback for all the times you guys make me hungry. Okay? I'm standing up here waiting to end the show to go eat, and you guys are like, oh, I'm having this, this, and this. Well, hello, JetBlue A220. Good evening. You guys know I love the A220. We'll hear it again here in just a minute. Not sure, but I think that's hello in whale. Oh, WY, that's awesome. Talk about the New York pizza with pineapple. You guys can hate me all you want for the pineapple on the pizza, but it's amazing. Ham, onion, pineapple. I am there. I also like barbecue chicken pizza as well. A little 2-for-1 Delta and a JetBlue. Let's see. Grapes. I'm not an orange person, period. I don't know what it is about oranges. I don't know if it's peeling oranges or if it's the the pulp, I just, ugh. And I like orange juice without the pulp. Pineapple on pizza is amazing. Yeah, hold it. Honestly, I've never tried it with anchovies. Never tried it. Good, we got some people that like Hawaiian style pizza. And Neely, you talking about juice? I like pomegranate and grape juice too. It's a little bit of sweet with that tart. That's good in my opinion. But to eat a pomegranate, absolutely not. I think pomegranate is disgusting. It's like eating a lemon in my opinion. Just nope. It's too tart. Pepperoni's good. I like all kinds of pizza. I'm not gonna lie. I'll eat it with everything on it. Again, I've never tried the anchovies, but I'll eat it with everything on it. But pineapple ham pizza is probably one of my favorites. Barbecue pizza is good. I've also had like cheeseburger pizza. I don't know if anybody's ever tried cheeseburger pizza. That's good too. Yeah, it just, no. Just like an avocado. It's not my thing. But you can give me apples, grapes, stuff like that all day long, and I don't necessarily hate oranges. It's just there's something about oranges that I dislike. I'll eat them, but they're not my favorite. Kind of like, the A330. It's okay. It's not my favorite, but it's okay. Getting an endorsement from New Mary. Pomegranate. Absolutely not. Pomegranate grape juice is fine. Pomegranates themselves, no. I like strawberries. Strawberries are good too. Especially in a milkshake with bananas. And I still didn't get my strawberry banana milkshake either. But I do have some fudge brownie ice cream at home, so I'm good. And if you are new to the show, we do talk about food a lot at night. The simple fact that everybody's already cooking dinner, watching the show, and everybody's like, ooh, what's everybody having for dinner? So, join in the food conversations. Duke's mayonnaise, it's not bad. Have you ever tried? I have not tried a pomegranate martini. That actually does sound pretty good, but I'm not sure. I would be, somebody else would have to buy it and I would have to try it. For me to actually like buy one and try it, no. Please don't talk about bananas. Yeah, I did a short stint at Target stocking the produce many years ago. Wasn't a terrible job, but it was a cold job. Let's put it that way. In and out of the cooler, and it's cold in that department. It's like I want to go work in clothes or something. I only did a few months stint before I found my job. That was when I first moved here. found my job at Lexus. Matt, man. What's uh-oh. ERB's throwing up the shrimp. Hey, speaking of shrimp, I had Zaxby's shrimp the other night. Wasn't too bad. It's just like any other fried shrimp you get anywhere. Spoon or fork for pies? Depends on if it has ice cream, A-list. If it has ice cream, absolutely a spoon. It's like any other job, WY. It has its ups and downs. They've changed some things around, so we're all a little frustrated, but again, like I said, it's like any other job. Been there for 11 years. What is today? The 17th? 11 years yesterday I've been at Lexus. Minus the 3 months. Or not counting the three-month stint that I did at Honda last year. Peach cobbler's good. Thank you, thank you. I have my days where I'm just ready to, you know, be like, all right, I'm done with this. And then other days can be really rewarding. Oh, look, he's going to ride a wheelie. Ride it out. I'm not even going to call that wing flex. I'm going to call that wing bounce. Not too heavy for this one, it doesn't look like. Speaking of Lexus, so today we were all gawking. So I don't know how many of you guys know or follow Lexus Toyota, but they redesigned the GX, and we finally got the first one today. Got 2 of them. So we were all up in the shop gawking over how nice it is, how cool it looks. The new Lexus GX looks amazing. I want to see the other versions of it they have. The Overland looking one. I think all of them too. All of the GXs we're gonna get for the next like year are all sold. Like we have a huge waiting list apparently for these new GXs. I like John Southwell. I do like the newer ones, not the newest one, but the like 2014 to 21, 22. T. Evans NC, welcome to business class. Thank you for joining business class today. And welcome to the show. The new RX is okay. I don't know. It's a little too new for me to be like, all right, I love this thing. Nah. Well, thank you, T. Evans. We appreciate that. Thank you, William Dixon. 116 likes. Yeah. A-list flyer. Yep. It happened. It's only on. It's not on all of them. And we're, obviously we have no idea why they do it, but anything can cause it to happen. But some of them do have the airbags for the rear suspension, and sometimes they get like little bitty pinholes in them, and they'll leak down if you don't drive the car all the time. Most of the time you don't even notice it. Some of them have a really big leak, and they won't even pump back up, but that's very, very rare on our newer ones. It was very prominent on some of the older ones as they got older. Well, Molly, I think you know which store I work at. Come test drive one day. Just don't look at the price tag. That's all I got to tell you. And to be honest, I like the NX better than I like the RX. But now it's weird because the new stuff, the NX and the RX, the interiors are very, very, very similar. And I'm like, this is just a smaller version of the RX, honestly. Used to, they were different, but... Yes, it is. It is actually based on the 4Runner, frame-wise. Speaking of Lexus. Oh my god. Hey, VW, you gonna trade yours in for that new one? Or you don't like it? Hey, another JetBlue A220. Gonna give us that whale sound again. Hopefully this one makes its way back here, just like the first one did. Oh my god. Not even gonna say anything about you anymore. You do it just to disrupt stuff. There you go, another shot at bells. Alright, Delta, have a good one. We'll see you in a little while. Alright, A220, we will pick you back up in a minute. As we have united. Probably hear that A220 before we see it again. kind of hear the A220 over there, just on the other side of the terminal. So they pulled JetBlue into the gate so that so they can have the room for the pushback tug. Because if they don't, and the A220 pulls in too far, then they can't get the tug and the tow bar in that allotted space. Oh, we've seen I can't ever say this one. Bluteus Maximus here before. Really hate that name. I can't. It's so hard for me to say. Don't know that it'll give us any good sound here as it pulls into the gate. It normally doesn't, unfortunately. Maybe they'll throttle it up just once for us. Who do we got on final over here? American A321. Butt of a pun. Little Frontier action here. Got the Delta 717 sitting over there. What was that? It just departed loud and it made a huge turn. That's probably what I just heard then, Tony, going over here behind me. As you can see, they're hooking up the tow bar to the front of the A220. Oh, Grantham, I like that. That's good. $200 of the Dash 8. Alright, off to our next arrival. We do have Icelandair coming in a little later on here soon, actually, about 30 minutes or so, I do believe. I think it's scheduled for 7:30. The A220 is my favorite because of that sound. It sounds amazing. And it just looks cool. Probably one of the cooler looking, quote unquote, regional type jets we have. No, I wish we could get that E2. Such a good looking plane with those big engines on it. I like it. False. 490, good grief. Man, Frontier was sitting there, now it's hauling. Hauling the mail. Frontier's like, I gotta go. I gotta get out of here. I got places to be. Good you should ask that, Matt man. Do I have any more facility tours? I've got to write up a letter, but me and my team here have found someone who works for United. So we've got to write up a letter explaining what we're doing, why we're doing it, this, that, and the other. And they seem to think that it won't be a big deal to get us a tour of the United ramp. Now, when that's going to be, I don't know. I've got to sit down and write up a letter, first off. So, we will see how we can get that accomplished. But I do want to do this ramp tour. Nice, Martin. I am a Boeing fan. I know there's a lot of issues surrounding Boeing at the moment, but I do like Boeing aircraft. I could probably tell you my least favorite, and you guys might. And if you've watched the show before, you already know what I'm about to say. I could tell you my least favorite plane before I could tell you all of the ones that I like. I can't give them to you in any order other than the fact that the A220 is on top. But my least favorite is the A330, and unfortunately that's what we're getting from Lufthansa. I was hoping for a Dreamliner or a 777-200. Now they're going to bring us the A330. And Molly gifting 1 Carolina Aviation membership. I did see that, sorry. Alright, Frontier. I think this is like a box or something. I will admit that I do love the way the A330 lands. Like, it's probably one of the most elegant looking touchdowns I've ever seen. When I was up in DC over the summer and ITA landed with their A330, it was nice, as well as the Lufthansa A330. Over on the Instagram page, I think I have a video of one or both of them touching down. It just lands so elegantly, in my opinion. I did see that, John. I have not had a chance to. I saw it earlier today, and I was like, I'll get to it in a minute. And then a minute never came because I was busy. I'm really bad about checking email. Like Facebook, Instagram, I'm kind of on point. Instagram more so than Facebook, but it's because Facebook's weird. It likes to link my account. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Stop it. Do I have a stream schedule? I do, Chris. So we're either here Tuesday and Thursday, depending on traffic and what all's happening, or we're here Wednesday, and then we're here every Sunday. Or we're in Charlotte or DC, depending on where I decide to go. Those two trips are usually scheduled around the 15th of each month. We did have our Charlotte show this past weekend. Amazing show again, thanks to you guys and all the traffic. It was busy in Charlotte. I really enjoyed it. Neela lost that A330. How often does the A330 land there in Madeira? Not very often, I assume. I watch your show all the time, and I don't think I've ever seen it. Of course, it could have been on one of those streams that's hard for me to catch, like your early morning shows. E175 touching down for American. Divert all A330s to RDU. Alright, we got a lot of arrivals happening, but hold on. Southwest looking beautiful over here on the east side of the airport. Taxiing out. Along with the private jet just behind it. Again, I don't hate the A330. It's just not my favorite. It looks weird, in my opinion. But the touchdowns are magnificent. I do love a good A330 touchdown. And I'm excited to get it. I'm excited enough that I'm willing to change the schedule of the show a couple times a month to go on Saturday if Lufthansa does not come on Sunday. We all know why I don't do Saturdays, because everybody and their brother who does streaming in the US is on. So I don't typically stream on Saturdays. I'm more at home watching other streams, studying on how to make mine better. What can I do to make it better? Here we go, the tube of toothpaste arriving from Reykjavik. Icelandair. If you guys are new to the show, I do call this a tube of toothpaste, and you'll see why. Very not generic for Iceland, but you know, you look at some of those generic toothpastes and you're like, alright, why not? I'll give it a try. It's got mint on it. I do love their livery, don't get me wrong. Iceland, if you're listening, I love your livery. But here in the States, it looks like a tube of toothpaste. Just saying. So I do go to, I really enjoyed Dulles. I haven't done a live show at Ronald Reagan yet because we didn't have power the last time I was up there. And I need to do a research trip to find another location. Gravely Point is great. But as I explained, if you're new to the show, I explained this a couple weeks back. So people, when you're... I've done 4K from Gravely Point, and people will stand right in your way because there's a big walkway there. And yeah, they just typically hang out, and you're stuck without a shot unless it's the back of somebody's head. So it's a great viewing location. I love going there. But at the same time, man, Alaska's really, really late. Is that Alaska? No, I didn't see them touch down earlier. All right, Southwest coming in. Delta getting ready to get a move on. Sorry, Delta. But other Southwest did get a move on already. But also, I have a goal of, at some point, spring, summer, whatever it may be, trying to get to all 3 airports there in DC over a 3-day period. Is the ring road full? No, somebody's messing with our service though. Oh, Iceland. You guys know how I know it was Alaska? There they go. They got their wee-woos on the front. They're the only ones that fly in here with wee-woos on. Commercially, anyway. The blinking landing lights. UCB, what's up? Sorry, Alaska. Yeah, that's kind of my thought process too, Grantham, is I really want the big stuff, like ITA, Brussels, Lufthansa, British Airways, Emirates. Of course, Emirates is always in the morning. So that's why I really enjoy going to DC and going to Dulles, because they have such a fantastic variety of aircraft. And airlines. Aquafresh. Aviation, what's up? I don't know where Brad is. I didn't see Brad in our Charlotte show either. Hopefully Brad is doing alright. I should shoot him a message later and make sure he's doing alright. So Aviation, I think you're talking about the stutter. And it's something to do with the block on the service. I don't know. It happens a lot here. And if we're too close, even the domestic flights will do the same thing. Got a lot of planes out there for departure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I count at least 5. That's not counting all the ones probably hiding behind the trees out there. Eric with a $4.99 super chat. Unfortunately, I cannot put that on the screen. I'll be honest, can't wait to view your stream in DC. Was hoping to see a streamer there. Dulles would be exciting. Yes, I love Dulles. Dulles is probably my top choice, even over Charlotte, because of all of the variety that we get up in DC. One CRJ, another CRJ. No, this should be our 717. He's been sitting out there a while, waiting to depart. And thank you for that super chat. That contribution helps the channel a ton. To DC. I want to make my way back up to Dulles very, very soon. I wish I lived closer to DC, honestly. Got the Mad Dog departing. There's a lot out there for departure. So the 717, I think, is headed to Detroit. It's usually our Detroit flight, and I think it's multiple times a day. Again, I'm not here during the day, so I don't pay much attention to the traffic coming in during the day. Oh, he's waiting for a gate. Got a bunch of equipment parked in one of the gates. But it looks like one of the E-175s back here, well, the only E-175 back here, might push back here in just a minute. And then, of course, everybody's sitting at the end of the runway down there just waiting for departure. Everybody's stopped at the moment. Where is everybody? Haha, see? Molly, I was right. Headed to Detroit. Yeah, we get 2 of the Mad Dogs every day. I know the later flight is to Detroit. Alright, we got movement out there at the end finally. Somebody's getting ready to get a move on. I've learned a couple of these flights by heart by now. It's only taken me a year and some change. Granted, we haven't been doing the show that long, but I've been out here that long doing 4K content for Instagram and stuff. Pip with a $2 super chat. Here's the tip. Subscribe to my channel. And do go check out Pip Hastings Aviation there in the chat. Live from DFW, Loves Field, whatever it's called. Out there in Dallas. Got some great scenery out there in Dallas. Out at Loves. I hope you guys aren't getting any stutter. My software is telling me it's fine, but I'm watching it on the side, and hopefully it's not stuttering. My software's saying there's a couple of dropped frames, but not too many. Love Field. All right. I can never remember if it's Love's Field or Love. Hey, Jim, what's up? Got the bells, yep. That's that E175 getting ready to push back here momentarily. Too many in LA. Well, we are glad you guys like the show. Loves their gas stations. This is true, Josh. Randy, what's up? I don't know why there aren't any up to Buffalo. That's a good question. Hey, I think we saw this one in Charlotte this weekend. Or was that Thursday we saw this one here? My days and my frontiers are running together. Johanna, welcome to the show. Speaking of Iceland, there you go. Icelandair sitting here. Just arrived about 15 minutes ago. Too cold in Buffalo. I'm gonna make a quick change. Give me 1 second here. I'm watching the software more than I am what's the stream currently next to me, but it's telling me I'm having drop frames. So let me turn some settings down a little bit. Hopefully that'll go away. All right, United on the move. Looks like it's got a little paint missing from the nose. And behind the terminal it goes. Alright, so our E175 is waiting on this E175 to get pulled to the starting line and started and moving. It is a little busy around the airport, so that could be part of my issue. The only Let me widen this out and see how many planes we can fit in this one shot here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'll take it. 5 planes in one shot. Yes, it still says Charlotte. I have not changed it. Thank you, AJD. I knew I was going to forget something tonight before tonight's show. It's not as easy to change as my other one. Actually, it would be. I need to make another one so when we go other places. So I have a list of things that I can change on there. And I've not actually changed too many of them because we're here more than we are anywhere else. But I need to make and add more things to the scroll bar and to the bottom where it says Raleigh. Southwest getting a move on, headed out for departure. I know, now everybody's gonna see it. Thanks a lot, AJD. Appreciate that. Can't have nothing around here. No more Delta pencils. That's sad. I will be doing another Charlotte show. Not sure when. I want to try to go to DC next. Right, change it to live from North Carolina. 157 likes. Thank you for that update, Mom. Southwest making its way out. Let's give Southwest some love today. Turn and burn? Will Southwest turn and burn, or will it turn and simmer? And turn and burn. Always keeping me guessing, Southwest. Always keeping me guessing. Is that one of our ATRs? There you go, FedEx ATR making its way in. Forgot to mute my cell phone. I don't know if you guys just... Yep, there it is again. Oh, what is that? Stop it. Oh, jeez. This is the newer of the two. Like Iceland's being surrounded. Exactly. Surrounded by the Americans. Shutting that one engine down already on the left there. And Iceland is no longer surrounded. We do have our other E-175 making its way back here, however. I have no idea. Depends on if that's actually 10 or 10:30. I was planning on ending at about 9:30. After the MD-11 departure. Flying American? What's up with that? What happened to Southwest? She get tired of Southwest? Oh, yeah, all right, hold on. I'll hold here for just a second. You guys can see it and hear it. It's not moving though. I hear it, but there it goes. John over here with the rhymes. It's fun. You know what? It is really funny to see Molly get beat at her own game. Because that is her game. She's the one that started it. I feel kind of smug when she gets beat. Sorry, Molly. Frontier up next. I'm glad we got more flights from Frontier. I'm excited to see all of their planes. Sorry, Molly. What a dainty, elegant touchdown and roll. Like, what was this, Frontier? That's the best one I think I've ever seen. It was so smooth, so quiet. Just no fuss at all. Those passengers probably don't even know they're on the ground yet, unless they look out the window. Sea turtle. Alright, can we see a name? Holy cow, now they know they're on the ground because he's picking up speed. Shelly. I can't even keep up with it. Slow down. Shelly the sea tortoise. You're really in a hurry there, dude. Alright, we go from Frontier, who is hauling the mail out of here, to the 737, getting a move on for American. And the other American, the E-175, getting a move on as well. Move it. Hey, somebody was asking me about the military helicopters. Here we go. Sorry, E-175. This is more important. There you go. You guys were wondering if we catch them on the show. If I could hold the camera a little more steady. It's gonna run me out of tripod though. Alright, that one's right over our head. I won't be able to get the rest of that one. Get to the chopper. Little CRJ from Nashville. Got another CRJ sitting out there. I think there's actually a couple of planes sitting out there waiting for departure. Is that Frontier over there making all that noise? I know you guys can't hear it, but... Aviation. Uh-oh, you guys missed out on bells again. Because it's C18, the gate that we can never hear. Or maybe you guys did hear it and I just missed it. Because I can't ever hear this gate. And we're at another stop for a minute. I don't know what... Really sad it's going to be another night with no sunset. There is a little bit of color in the sky though. For those of you who come here to see our sunsets. Just a little bit of color. It's too cloudy here in Raleigh tonight for a good sunset shot, unfortunately. Citizen, senior citizen. John Southwell the other night, Monday night. Let me tell you, after the Charlotte trip and the weekend, because I think I told you guys I didn't sleep very well Saturday night because knowing I'm going on a trip keeps me awake. So Monday night I came home from work. I think I barely made it to 8:30. And I passed right out. Yeah, I was really hoping for a nice sunset this evening, but unfortunately, no such luck. Maybe we'll see it on Sunday, maybe, if we're here late enough on Sunday. I'm trying to do as many daytime shows as I can. Got another arrival out there in the distance. Yeah, I definitely did. Monday night, I passed out early. CRJ moving, but I don't think he's going to get out there before our next arrival. Got JetBlue and United headed out for departures here in just a few minutes. We also have a Delta CRJ sitting over in the penalty box over here waiting for its departure time slot. Not even sure how long it's been here. As a matter of fact, I think it came down when we did the Southwest taxi. It came behind it. So it went completely around behind us up the other taxiway. Thank you, Neela. I it is beautiful right now. I wish I had a lens wide enough or I could zoom out far enough to show you guys the terminal with the sunset, but I don't think I can. I can try though, but I don't believe I can. No. Because my vantage point, I can see the planes, the sunset. It's very, very beautiful. Might be able to give you guys Iceland in some of that color. A little bit. Dude, there's so many places to park up here, Tom. I was like, there's no reason for it to have even said 100% full earlier today. I was worried though. I was like, man, are we gonna do it? Because it has happened to me before, as you guys know. And it'd be 100% full, and then I have to park somewhere else and hike up the full 7 floors with all my gear and stuff. It's just... it's a pain in the butt. They're usually on the 5s too when that happens, and I always end up parking down here on the 2-3 end because I have nowhere else to park. So I gotta make that quarter-mile hike plus up 7 floors, 6 floors. They didn't do us dirty tonight though, thank goodness. Not quite 99% empty. Boy, the colors are really getting pretty now. Give you this American with the pretty sunset colors there. %, full, so it dropped 3%. Yeah, maybe Mother Nature will put on a little bit of a show for us this evening. It's getting beautiful off to the northwest of the airport. The way the clouds are. All right, Neela, thank you. Have a good evening. I will try to watch your show early in the morning. As soon as I can. I know you're scheduled for 2:45 my time. I do take the elevator up, but when they're on this end, I do generally hike the full 7 floors of the parking garage. All right, Southwest getting a move on. How much of it will we see? Did I mess this up? Yeah, we'll see a little bit of Southwest. There you go. You guys want to get your screenshots ready? Still a little tower with the beautiful clouds in the background. Mother Nature is putting on a show. There's our CRJ finally getting ready to get a move on there. No, luckily I was able to park right here behind me. My car is very, very close. There you go, CRJ with that beautiful sunset action there. Look at this. It's getting really, really bright. Putting on an... Whoa, here we go. All right, I will give you guys a sunset. There you go. Check that out. Everett with a $10 super chat. Thank you, Everett. Loving the stream as always. Thank you, Everett. I would put that up there, but software is messed up. Man, this is amazing. It is so beautiful. And with the plane going right in front of it. We got another departure getting ready to happen here in just a moment. Hopefully it happens again. Man, this is spectacular. All right, our departure's on the roll. Will it or will it not? It is United. I think it will. I think it's going to go a little high. Got the arrivals out there. Gotta see at least 2. But I can't leave this sunset. I know, I can't believe how nice it actually turned out. I didn't think we would see any of the sunset at all this evening. Absolutely gorgeous. I really, again, I wish I had a wider lens so you guys could get the full aspect and view of it, because it is amazing right now. We'll go back to that one in just a minute, but these clouds right here. Look stunning. All right, here we go. Our next arrival. Got UPS. Nice. Nice touchdown for the A300. Ooh, look at the sunset on the tail. Winds are starting to pick up a little bit up here. Interesting. I didn't check the windy app today. Checked it early this morning just to check which direction we'd be going in. But I didn't check it beyond the start time of the show. So it does feel like the wind is picking up quite a bit. I know you guys are here to watch the planes, but I cannot get over how beautiful that is. And then, of course, the camera doesn't do it justice. Still beautiful sunset, though. Done, Molly. Got a picture. No movement at the moment. Well, aside from our CRJ 700 over there. So I'm gonna take a quick second, run in my car and grab something. I'll be right back. John, did Mattman bully you into staying? I was reading some of what he was saying. I know, I wish it would have flew right into the sunset instead of kinda northwest. Got another arrival out there in the distance. That's our ATR. I do believe. I hope that wasn't it that just touched down. I don't think it was, though. Man, Mother Nature really putting it on tonight. Really surprised. I'm gonna swing around to our FedEx ATR here in just a moment. I gotta make a quick change to the camera, so give me 1 second here. So weird that I make that make it darker as the night goes on. Otherwise, the camera does weird stuff. There it is. FedEx ATR coming in from Wilmington. Yep, Eagle, thank you. Appreciate that. You're the second person to notice that tonight. Third person to notice it tonight. I forgot to change it this morning. I did change the other one. I need to make another scroll bar. One for Charlotte, Dulles. I need to make one for each different airport. I need to make different skins, liveries, whatever you want to call them for the show when we go to different places, but I kind of like keeping our theme throughout. Boy, FedEx ATR getting to move on pretty quickly, huh? Last we'll see of it as it goes behind the trees. Might catch a small glimpse of it there, but I doubt it. Alright, let's see. Who do we got over here? Landing 2-3 left. Nobody big. Oh, those Cessna Grand Caravan. Coming in for UPS. If I'm not mistaken, then yeah, it is. I swear it looked like he cut through the grass. I was like, did he just go through the grass? But now I see the taxiway there. That Delta's still sitting there. That Delta's been there for about an hour or so, maybe a little longer. Interesting that it's been here so long. It's where caravans park. 189 likes. Thank you for that update. If you guys have not yet hit that like button, please do so. Let's see if we can get to 200 before the end of tonight's show in about an hour and 15 minutes or so, depending on when we have our MD-11 departure. I got nothing right now. Interesting. Although that CRJ 700 is still sitting over here too. It pushed back. and it's just sitting over here behind on the other side of Icelandair, sitting right under the light. And of course, as soon as I turn the camera, Southwest pops out to have their moment. And of course, speeding right along. Uh-oh, gonna have a turn and burn, and I hear bells. Southwest is lit up and ready to go. Will it be a turn and burn? Probably, if I had to guess. Turn and simmer, simmer, burn. All right, let's see. Do have another arrival off in the distance there. This is such a pretty shot though. Iceland. With that American CRJ 700 in the background. Yeah, Landon, they've been doing that for a while because this is the only terminal down here for the for customs, or the only customs gates in the terminal, and so they've been doing that for quite some time, as well as the gate that Air France was occupying earlier is also the gate that Lufthansa will occupy, from what I understand from a friend of mine that works here at the airport. See you, John. Have a good night. I can't believe Mattman bullied you into staying. There's Mattman. I did. I got the Apache coming in and departing. Oh, I got 4, 5 arrivals. All right, we're gonna get busy. Thank goodness. Here we go. Currently, no. That is to be seen. Can I get all 4 of them in the same shot? There you go. 4 of the 5 all in one shot. Mattman says 4,000 subscribers by July 4th. 196 likes. We're 4 away from hitting 200 tonight. So I definitely feel like we will make 200 before the end of the show. Again, we have about an hour and 10 minutes left in the show tonight. These two back here look really, really close to each other. They're not, obviously. Oh, nice left bank. For both of them. It's like synchronized swimming. Synchronized flying. They definitely do need an international concourse. And I think that's going to come when they do all the upgrades to the airport in the 2040 project. Which on my way in, I did see them doing some more scratching around just off to the west of the airport. So they're getting ready to start building that new runway. Hopefully very, very soon. They probably, I don't see why they couldn't bring another wide body in. It would just be scheduled earlier in the day. They'd have to schedule it, before 1 o'clock, because I think Lufthansa's arrival time is going to be around 1 o'clock. Or it could be after 6:30 after the 777 departs. Not exactly sure what the plan is going to be, but I do know I am in contact with somebody in the ramp tower who gives me information all the time. Dang, here we go. 2 more back there. Alright, give me 1 second. Making sure we're not having any issues over here. Yeah, the airport's definitely going to make it work, I think. If they get any more wide body flights in here, they're going to have to figure out how to make it work. Don't know that they'll do any remote gates. So they had a big deal with Air France and wanting to do stuff differently for the A350, but I'm not exactly sure what kind of conclusion they came to on any of that. They wanted to shuttle folks from the other end of the airport by bus over here to this end of the terminal so they could get through customs and whatnot. So I really don't know exactly. So we would have Air Canada, Copa, Mexico, Aeromexico, American, Air France, and Lufthansa would all use the international concourse. Also, JetBlue, Iceland. I'm trying to think. There are a couple other ones that fly out of the country. That's what I said. Just try and reconfigure some of the current gates over to customs. Thank you, Tom. Hope to see you again here soon. I'll be live again on Sunday, I believe. Don't think I'll be live beforehand unless I get any kind of notifications about anything happening around here, unless I'm busy. Just like Friday. I was busy for the Lufthansa arrival here, unfortunately. Hey, Alaska is getting ready to get a move on. Iceland and Bahamas. See, I always forget about Bahamas, because I only see it once a week. And that's on Sunday. Frontier, Delta, American. Yeah, we got a lot that go out of country, so it would be a lot. The biggest problem is fitting the wide bodies. It's not about the amount of wide bodies, it's about fitting them. Because they can schedule around the amount of gates and stuff that RDU has. It's just fitting them into the gates that we have. Because there are only a few gates that can actually fit the wide body aircraft. That's true. Canada is pre-clearance. I always forget that. Busy, busy, busy now. Hello. Sorry, A220. You've missed your moment in the spotlight again. So many inbounds, so little time. This one's not messing with us tonight like we had on Thursday night. Waiting on that one to leave, messing around with us. Hey, what is happening? Well, this is an interesting twist. Alaska being pulled over to the overnight run. So Alaska's staying the night with us here in RDU. The toe of shame. Well, it could be scheduling conflict too, maybe. I don't know. It was really, really late, so I don't know if that's part of the issue or if it's something else. Can't see the other side to make sure it has all of its door plugs. Thank you for those hellos there, A220. We greatly appreciate those. God, I love that sound. Yeah, it'll probably depart at like 7 a.m. Shouldn't be too long. They'll have that, they'll be adding their second flight, which is a 7 a.m. flight. Hey, we saw this one here on Thursday. Looks like that one's going to head up the hill and sit in the penalty box for a minute. We'll go to our next arrival in just a minute, but as you can see, Icelandair has pushed back, getting ready to make its journey back to Reykjavik, Iceland. That CRJ 700 is still sitting over there under the light. No, there's no customs over there, CMOS. Breeze, Sun Country, they both, and Alaska all moved over there. Sun Country has yet to make, or Alaska has yet to make that move. Breeze has already made that move, and I think Sun Country's already made that move. We haven't caught Sun Country yet, as they just started their inaugural flight today, but they're not here yet. I didn't even see them on flight radar this morning when I looked. But they were supposed to start their inaugural flight on the 17th, which is today, or was it the 16th? Not inaugural, their continuation of their route from Minneapolis. Okay, so they came in before we got here then. Normally they're a late in the afternoon flight. So I have Landon, I have a friend that works here in the ramp tower, where I get a lot of my information from. Another Frontier. I'm so glad they added more flights in and out of RDU. You can tell the wind's picking up. They're struggling a little bit tonight now. Haven't seen anything creepy tonight. Molly hasn't chimed in about things being creepy. Oh, at 8:53. American from Dallas. All right. Thank you. So 8:53, that'll be perfect, because that'll be before we end the show anyway, as we are not going to end until after the departure of the MD-11. Where is Iceland going? What are you doing? Iceland. I guess I had to make a wide turn out there. There it is. $9.53. Okay. Yeah, I think a lot of us were disappointed when they announced Copa, but it is what it is. Because everybody's like, oh, it's going to be Aer Lingus. It's going to be Aer Lingus. I knew 2 weeks before that it wasn't going to be Aer Lingus. But I didn't say anything, and I couldn't say anything. I didn't know who it was going to be. All I knew was it was not going to be Aer Lingus. Speaking of Alaska, there it is. You can catch the tail of it. Just sleeping there now, waiting until 7 in the morning to be moved back to the gate. And Iceland making its way to the end of the runway there. Yeah, I cannot wait for the Lufthansa. Gotta double and triple check those dates so I can take that day off work so I can be here for that inaugural arrival. Nothing wrong with Copa, don't get me wrong. I'm glad to see a new airline, but I think a lot of people wanted to see more another European airline make its way over here. Remains of Continental. So it's funny you say that, Landon, because I'm always like, oh, Copa is just United's Spanish cousin. All right, Iceland. Headed back to Reykjavik, Iceland. Getting a move on. Is there anybody else out there? Where did our JetBlue go? Hold on. So Delta's still sitting there for almost 2 hours now, it looks like. JetBlue did head up the hill, but I don't know where it went after that. Definitely not here to the penalty box. I don't think it took off either. So it's probably waiting somewhere. There are a couple out there, it looks like. A couple American, at least one American out there at the end of the runway. And then, of course, we have the American CRJ 700, who has not departed yet. It's been sitting here for about an hour now, I would say. Have a good night. See you on the next one. I'll be live again on Sunday, probably around 12. Gonna try to beat the 777 here this time. I got here at, what, 12:30? And it flew in as I got here. I was like, really, dude? How are you gonna beat me like that? Landon, that is exactly why I like this airport better than I like Charlotte. I like Charlotte, don't get me wrong, the action is fantastic. Had a wonderful time in Charlotte this Sunday, but the variety is RDU, in my opinion. We've seen so many different airlines just tonight alone. And we saw what? Lufthansa, Southwest, Frontier, JetBlue, Spirit. Missing anybody? Contour. And then a whole lot of American Airlines in Charlotte. I love the movement in Charlotte, but the variety I wish was just a little bit better. That's why I like Dulles. Dulles has an extreme amount of variety. Not quite as much as JFK, I don't think, but it is pretty close. Oh, they definitely do have more international airlines. But Charlotte flies to more places than we do. As far as Europe and stuff goes, Madrid, Rome, you name it, it goes there. But it's all on the American 777s. Of course we didn't see Lufthansa tonight, Seamoth. And if Lufthansa doesn't come on Sundays, then we just might have to throw in some Saturday shows. Hopefully they'll come on Sundays, but if not, we're gonna have to throw in some Saturday shows, from what I understand. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I don't know what our next European carrier will be. Said no. So they, I don't know who our next one will be, to be honest. I don't know what our next biggest European market is. Because we'll have Germany, France, and England all covered. Landon, you might be right. So I have seen like a glitch on Flight Radar, KLM, but I can't remember what airline it actually is. I've seen it on Flight Radar. It'll pop up KLM and you're like, wait, what? And then it's like, I don't know, a 737 or something. It's something small and I'm like, what is happening right now? But it's only every once in a while that happens. Got another American on the move. Got this one waiting, that Delta CRJ waiting up on the hill there, and then another American down toward the end of the runway still waiting. Not sure where these flights are headed, but we'll see. Yeah, we definitely don't need any more right now. The airport has enough of a headache with the 3 they have, or yeah, well, soon to be 3 that they have. Although I would love to see way more airlines make their way in, but Well, it's also here lately. I've seen Air Canada and Jazz, and they're back. They have the same arrival time. So I don't know why Flight Radar is posting both of them, because it's Jazz Airways or Airlines operated by Air Canada or whatever, and it every day I check it and I'm like, this is interesting. Why do you keep doing this? I can't see anything above me. It's too cloudy. I can barely see the moon poking through. Thank you, William, for that update. Don't get them over in Melbourne. Oh, man. I do enjoy the American livery. I wish it was still the polished livery, but we do have one special one every now and then. Again, we are waiting until 9:30 for the departure of our MD-11. That will be our last plane of tonight's show. That is scheduled to depart at 9:15. I generally stay about 15 minutes after the last major plane of the show, depending on traffic. If we do have more movement after the MD-11, I will stay, but if we don't, that will be the end of the show. So Landon, from what I understand, Southwest, some of Southwest gates are being taken to accommodate some of the other airlines over there. Hey, long time no see, Scott. What's up, buddy? How you been? You're welcome, Molly. I don't know if I just missed you or what, Scott. You can turn a plane around in 40 minutes. That is very, very true. Man, Scott, you've been on this mission for your house since what, January? I'm so glad you're finally settled. Kind of sounds like you've had a little bit of a headache. I know I talked to you, what, a couple of weeks ago, and you said you hadn't quite got moved in yet. Oh, Scott, you're all good. You are all good, sir. All right, so 2 CRJs and 2 other Americans sitting out there at the end, plus our Delta in the penalty box. What are they waiting on? Is there weather somewhere that's got these guys stalled? I feel like the CRJ 700 for American is going to head to DCA. So I'm wondering if that one there is going to be... I don't know what the weather's like up in DC. me see if I can check without messing up the stream. No, there's no weather up there. There's a little bit of weather in New York, but nothing significant to slow them down. So interesting that they haven't departed yet. We shall see, CMOS. We shall see. Yeah, the weather there is pretty good. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Just flow time. But he's been sitting there an hour, plus that CRJ over there, that other one for Delta's been sitting over there for about 2 hours now. Almost 2.5, I think. It's been sitting over there a long time. Yeah, I kind of wish it was clear here, but again, it is cloudy, smoky from that control burnout at the lake. The wind has picked up since we started the show. Hello. 74 minutes. No, thank you. That would be really... Oh man, that would suck. All right, MD-11, 3 minutes. Should start pushing back here very, very soon. Woohoo, dude, you almost wiped out. Sorry, I was watching this car on the parking garage. They come flying over here and almost took out this big curb. That would have been an interesting end to the show. 49 minutes. Wow. Yeah, I would hate to be on a flight like that. Hey! Our CRJ that waited 2.5 hours is finally moving. Got an arrival off in the distance. Maybe it'll get busy right here before the MD-11 departure. That's right, it is summertime. You'll be off, won't you? Bring in the brownies. I always forget you're off like the entire summer. You're so lucky. Kind of off the entire summer. I get it. You've got planning and other things you've got to do, but you're basically off the entire summer. I'm jealous. I need a job like yours. Would I ever become a teacher? Absolutely not. You guys have such a stressful job being a teacher. I don't envy. Nope. Couldn't do it. It is really quiet. It's kind of weird. I don't like it. I mean, other than the cars down here below me, it's really, really quiet. Again, waiting on the MD-11 departure in about 15 to 17 minutes. There goes that Delta CRJ. Creepy quiet. Yeah, it is. It's kind of creepy. I'm not gonna lie. Not used to the airport being this quiet. So, Mattman, yes, if we download the correct software, if I can get Pip to download the other software and chime him in, there's a way to do it, but I don't know how I'll be able to communicate with him because I don't know that I'll be able to hear him. So I don't know what kind of equipment they use to be able to hear each other and talk to each other. But that is something that I would like to do. I've seen LA Flights and Airliners Live over in the UK, Manchester, UK, do the same thing for an April Fool's joke. I'm not sure how I can pipe in the sound for us to be able to talk to each other back and forth. But I have thought about this. And we could switch back and forth between, camera shots or whatever, It would take some testing to figure out how to get it done, but I think we could do it. Just got to figure out how. Because with the other software that I use, I can chime in that software on my cell phone and use that camera as a behind the scenes camera or whatnot if I really wanted to. Got this arrival and one in the distance behind it. Thank you, Molly. Still says 9:15. Baby bus. 2 minutes from Chicago. Thank you, Molly. All right. American getting a move on. Anybody else gonna jump on that? Anybody else gonna move? You can see American and Delta still sitting down there. Delta CRJ looks like it's gonna take its chances and run with it. Thank you, Molly. You know he was in a hurry to get out of here. He's probably like, finally, I'm free. Heading to Washington. I'm sure that other one is the same way. That CRJ 700 for American is going to be heading to DC as well. If I had to guess. $225 likes. Thank you for that update, Molly. At 7:33. I have no idea. I haven't heard why they're doing that. I'll have to see if I can find out. That one's still just sitting there waiting. All right. We are now 4 minutes away from the MD-11 departure. E-175 getting ready to get a move on here for American Airlines. Can we see? There she is. Final plane of tonight's show, right there. You can see how hazy it is. I think part of it too is the concrete construction down there toward that end of the runway. They got the lights on, so I'm assuming they're working at the little concrete plant they have set up over there. Hey, there it goes, the CRJ 700 getting a move on finally. One minute to departure for the MD-11. Ooh, wind's picking up a little bit too. Come on. Your shift's almost over, Nikon. Focus. Thank you. The Mantis arriving from New York. Still waiting on the MD-11 to move. As you can see there, just to the left, those whitish, yellowish lights, I think are the little concrete factory thing they have posted up right there for making concrete for the new runways and taxiways, and a few other things, whatever else they've got going on. It's been there forever. I thought they took it down for a while, and then they brought it back. It's like, man, I was hoping that thing would be out of our way, but you are very welcome, Deborah Ray. Always a pleasure to bring you guys the planes. Glad you guys have enjoyed tonight's show. Again, waiting on this one. Normally it doesn't sit around and wait very long, so I don't know what the deal is here with it. I do see another one out in front of it getting ready to get a move on, so that could be part of it. That is our CRJ 700 finally getting a move on. So you guys know, I want to know where that CRJ 700 is going, because if it's going to DC, maybe there's some sort of issue in DC. Delta, it kind of slowed down a little bit, about the 8:30 time frame there. We're waiting on our last plane. As you can see there on the left side of your screen, the MD-11 is moving about down there. Alright, finally, the CRJ, after waiting for an hour and a half, is finally making its way out here onto the runway. I'm sure these passengers are like, oh, thank goodness, time to go. See, I knew that A220 didn't leave. I don't know where it was sitting, but I knew it didn't go anywhere. So this JetBlue A220 also sitting up here somewhere. I missed where it was sitting, but it might have been sitting in the space behind the trees there. So we're gonna get one last howl out of the A220, I think, before the end of the show. See? Departing to Washington. Both of those really long wait times on flights heading to DC. How did I know? Interesting. Yeah, I have no clue where this A220 was sitting unless it was sitting behind that tree. Right, Deborah Ray? The other night, Thursday night, he was just barely giving us a hello. And then tonight it's hiding, playing games. Always with this one, too. It's always the one latest at night. Just right? Just drive or take the train up to DC. The MD-11 is still just chilling there as well, which is weird because normally the MD-11 is pretty quick to get a move on, so I don't know what's going on with them either. JetBlue heading to New York. All right, so there's must be a lot of traffic flow right now for the Northeast. Yeah, there's one. It's like a smaller little taxiway over there just behind the tree. So it makes it a little harder to see it being that it's behind the trees, but I couldn't even see the beacon through the trees this time. MD-11 still says 9:15. Yeah, it's moved. As long as the MD-11 is moved and the beacons are on, I know it's going to leave soon. It's when it doesn't show its face before now, then I'm like, all right, is it going? Is it staying? What's happening here? Got another arrival out in the distance. Swing up to that one in just a minute after we figure out what is happening down here. The A220 is going to wait for our arrival. C1281, $2 super chat. Thanks for being out there for us. You are very welcome. Glad to be here. I enjoy being out here bringing you guys the planes. And it's a nice evening. It's not like it's freezing out. If it were freezing, I'd be a little more hesitant. But I did make it through our first winter with the show. I didn't freeze to death up here on the top of the parking garage. Even though it was chilly. It was very cold at some points. But we did make it through our winter. Alright. Finally, the JetBlue A220 getting a move on here. Will the MD-11 go next? I don't see the beacons for the MD-11, so that means it has probably moved a little closer to the runway behind the trees. JetBlue with a steep climb out. I feel your pain, William. I have to be up at 5. 5:30. Somewhere around in there. That very, very early hour. Good question, Aviation Geek. Who knows? There is this one plane here, though. It's a small plane. I don't know if it's a Cessna or what it is. But he's just making go around after touch and go after touch and go. It's funny. I keep seeing it. Another Frontier. Is this the Manatee? Huh. We missed the Manatee's departure at the beginning of the show. Or it departed right before we started. But this one was here before I got started as I was setting up. Crystal the Manatee. Again, I think this one departed right before we started the show. Because it was here earlier. And Molly can chime in and say that one's creepy because that does look kind of creepy. Not gonna lie. It's always with the eyes. Always the eyes. Alright. You guys are saying the MD-11 is on the move. Let's see, where is she? Oh no, I don't see it at all. What the heck, where'd it go? Probably hiding just to the right of the screen in those trees. Nice. A 30-year-old bird. Wherever it is. Come on, MD-11, you're the last plane of the show. Why are you giving me a hassle this time? Normally the MD-11 doesn't usually give us this kind of hassle. Normally it's really speedy to get out of here. Shoot, I think FedEx might be next up. If UPS don't get a move on. As you can see down there at FedEx. The beacons are awake. Well, it looks like we might have a FedEx departure. As you can see, FedEx pushing back now. This is definitely unlike the MD-11 here. Departs at 9:51. Still got no MD-11. Where did you go? Right, Matt Man? Let's make popcorn. Man. Call in for tomorrow. No problem, Aviation. Have a good night. I get it. I kind of wish it would hurry up. Myself. Sometimes we stay till 10 o'clock. Sometimes we don't. I tried to cut that out, but unfortunately our MD-11 does not know any different. Alright, CRJ is going to get a move on here. Surprise. I haven't done that in a while, have I? Another CRJ. How about that? Hey, so you guys talking about popcorn. I saw an interesting video. Somebody popping popcorn in bacon grease the other day, and I'm like, ooh, I kind of want to try this. I think they threw in a little brown sugar on it or something. I can't remember exactly what they put on it, but just the thought of popcorn in bacon grease sounds like it might be delicious. Matt, man, I am 110% on board with that. Four-day weekend, absolutely. Oh, look, there you are, poking your head out there. Are you going anytime tonight or what? Crispy popcorn. Oh my goodness. There she is, finally. She's not number one for departure though. Who is that? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? What? Where did you come from? Another American CRJ? Where have you been hiding? Man, they're just hiding in the woods, I think. This one was hiding out on Lumley Road or something somewhere. Not even in the airport. How about now? Are you ready to go now? Yes? No? Maybe? Alright, you guys know it is that time of the show when I mute the mic. You guys enjoy the sounds of our tri-jet. It's about time you get your butt moving. Molly, what about American Airlines coming in from Dallas? How far is that out? It was due in at 9:53. I looked down and saw what time it was. I might as well stay the extra 10 minutes. I've got family on board that flight. The MD-11 did that on purpose. It's like, oh, I know you got family on a flight. I'm gonna make you stay for it. Thank you, MD-11. And we may catch the FedEx 767. As a matter of fact, let me go back over here because there is somebody moving. Are they gonna back? Oh, they're gonna do back-to-back heavy departures. All right, I'm gonna mute again so you guys can enjoy the 767 departure from FedEx. Is that a little sarcasm I detect from you, Batman? Yeah, I wasn't going to stay for their arrival, but since the MD-11 decided to take so long, why not? Missed their departure last week. So I guess maybe the least I can do is catch their arrival tonight. "21 hours? Good grief, dude." Glad we made popcorn. You only have about 7 minutes left. 7 minutes and we're done. As soon as that American from Dallas touches down, I'm out. Alright, what is this now? Oh, that American that went out there. I forgot about this one, not gonna lie. Sorry, American. American A321 arriving from Dallas in just 4 minutes. Perfect. That's probably it over there on final. Who can eat the most popcorn in 7 minutes? Don't look at me. That is another one of those foods where I'll eat it, but it's not my favorite. I just don't like the kernels in my teeth. It drives me nuts. Got another Frontier out there in the distance. Getting ready to get a move on. Maybe. Are you gonna wait? Oh, that's why. Got operations on the runway. Doing their 9:45 sweep. Yeah, popcorn's not one of my favorite things, but I do like the white cheddar popcorn. That is one of my favorites if I'm gonna eat popcorn. To eat regular butter popcorn, eh. White cheddar's where it's at, in my opinion. But I still want to try the bacon popcorn. I know as soon as we end the show, I'm going to sit and eat dinner, I think. Again, I brought food with me. We'll see. I might wait until I get home to eat. Alright. Is this our American from Dallas? I believe it is. So again, I do have family on board this one. I got chicken pot pie, Molly. Brought it from home. go. My family has made it home. Alright, Nick. Nick the Nikon, I promise it's almost over. Your night is almost done. Alright. Frontier, last plane. Is it moving? It looks like it's moving. There it goes. Alright, this one's going to do it for us. As I see 2 more arrivals. I'm done. I want to go home. I want to go home. Although I do love these 10 o'clock ending shows sometimes. Let's do a sleepover at the end of 2-3 right. I'm game. It's a very nice night. Bit windy for a campfire or anything. Who's up for a little camping? Thank you, credit. $251 likes. Look, see? We got more planes coming. You guys sure you gotta go to bed? You sure about that? Alright, I do want to give you guys a little bit of an update. So we did have 3,093 subscribers tonight when we started the show. Now we are up to 3,113. Good turnout for tonight's show. Thank you guys so much for joining us. 250 likes. You guys are amazing as always. And you guys can see all of the arrivals making their way in. 4 of them, in fact. But I think that's it. I think we're done for the night. I will see you guys on the next one. Thank you to all of my moderators, new channel members, and all of you who subscribed to the show. Thank you guys for watching. Wouldn't do it without you guys. We will see you guys on Sunday. Thank you. Good night.